Welcome, my loves, or welcome back. My name is KellynLoves. I'm a reader, a painter, a fairy, and I'm here to serve you some peace, love, and magic, okay? Today's reading is What Makes You Revolutionary, okay? It is obviously very fitting for the time, and I just want to say that the revolution here is love. The revolution here is love and connection. Okay, there's no separation here. The revolution is knowing that we are connected, and our love and awareness is what is bringing that new reality in of connectedness and unity. And that's the truth of who we are. There is no separation here. We are all love. We are all connection. We are all unity. Okay, and that's the revolution I stand for. That's the revolution of this channel. And what I'm fighting for is that peace, human rights, justice, freedom for everybody. Freedom away from fear, freedom away from separation. So free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, and free anybody and everybody that is shackled by fear and separation or oppressed by fear and separation. I am here praying and reading for a brighter future of love and connection, because that is the truth. And it just takes us connecting and sharing and bringing that awareness to everybody so we actually embody it. Because us in love with ourselves and each other, and connected with ourselves and with each other, and knowing our power and knowing the power of all of us together, that's the revolution. That is unstoppable. And that's the truth of the matter, is that we are powerful, we are love, and we are connected. We are unified. Okay? So I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for raising your awareness. Thank you for believing in love, believing in your own power, because that is the revolution, okay? And shout out to Tarot Yogi, Vineet. They are amazing. Please go check out their channel. I mean, so genuine, so many topics, pretty fabulous, amazing art, so down to earth and grounded. And I know you will feel it, so please check out their channel. They have so many topics to choose from, and I'm so honored that they wanted to do a reading with me and a little collaboration. So you can go over to Tarot Yogi and see what makes you stand out from the crowd. Okay, and I will link that down below. All right, so please check them out. I love their channel. I love the grounded energy, the earthy, just connected energy, you know? And the more we connect, the more we collaborate, the more unified we are. So I'm just so thankful that it happened, the divine timing now, that I can connect and collaborate for a revolutionary reading, because that's what revolution is about. Love and connection and awareness, okay? All right, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and let's just get into it, okay? All right, I'm going to do a little prayer. I'm going to bring in the ancestors, the angels, all the guides and energies and stuff, and the intentions and the blessings and invitations. And then I will show you the cards and we will get into it, okay? Okay. Dear Heavenly Father and Mother, dear Cosmic Mother, dear Dark Mother, dear Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, thank you. Thank you for this planet. Thank you for this earth. Thank you for the people of this planet. Thank you for supporting us and providing for us. Thank you to my ancestors and angels, and the ancestors and angels of those reading or those watching with their permission. I invite them to be here, and I thank them for being here. To all of the energies and entities that want to be here, that are all about love and peace and justice and truth and wisdom and healing, I invite y'all into this reading. I ask you to use me as a channel and a conduit of love and truth, and aid me on this quest for revolution and bringing revolutionary love to everyone this interacts with. I hope this love shares and spreads and creates awareness and of the power of love. I ask for the blessings and the wisdom to be shared upon me and the viewers and everybody around them. Thank you. Keep me aligned with truth and love and wisdom and peace and joy and healing and acceptance and collaboration and justice, for integration, integrity, for wholeness, and for growth and evolution and expansion and elevation and all of those good things. And in the name of love, amen. Okay, so we have 3 different groups to choose from, but each group has 2 cards that go with each one, okay? All right, so the first group is the fish and the desert, and I think it's so interesting that that crescent moon came out for both. Okay, but that's the first pile, the fish and the desert. The second pile is the beaver and the mother. Okay, and the last pile is the vulture and the king. Okay. So we have the desert and the fish, the beaver and the mother, and the vulture and the king. All right, so pick your vibe, pick the pile that you are most drawn to, and pick the one that makes you feel kind of grounded. And I'm looking for the cards and the groups that makes you feel that integrity, that respected, grounded energy, okay? All right, I will see you there. Okay, if you picked the desert and the fish, this is your reading. So what makes you revolutionary is how you always emerge anew, how you always transform, but how you can always get through anything. You can get through anything, it seems like. It doesn't matter how dark, how stranded you are, how dark you go, how deep you go, how much is taken away from you, how much is stripped from you, how much you had to bear. No matter what, you get through. And that's what makes you so revolutionary, is that nothing can stop you. Nothing is going to stop you from re-emerging, from coming back to life, from growing. I'm getting the tumbleweed because of the desert, right? The tumbleweed is not actually dead, even though it looks dead. It kind of has died when it's rolling around. It used to be a bush, and then the wind takes it and it rolls around and stuff. But the thing about the tumbleweed is that when it finds solid ground, when it finds some water and some nutrients and stuff, it can come back, create roots. It adjust itself, create some roots, and grow back again. And it can re-alive itself. So yeah, it might go tumbling around. It might get stripped of its resources. It might go through a long desert period of not having things and going really through dark stuff, or going through, spells of not having things like finances or family or friends or stability, whatever. And then as soon as you get that little bit of nutrients, you're back again, creating your roots, creating that stability, and becoming anew. Okay? You just keep swimming, just keep swimming. All right. Yeah, you are good about seeing the way out of conflict. You see the potential of solutions. You are about resolution. You're so revolutionary because you're into resolution. You're into things being resolved, being mitigated, being repaired, and getting that relief and yeah, you want, or you see solutions. You see solutions. All right. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? Okay. Your strength. Come on. Your strength. And how you're not afraid to go, or how you're not afraid to start anew. Oh my gosh. The strength, the fool, and the artist. Are you kidding me? Yes. You have the strength to keep going, but you also have the vulnerability to be honest about where you're at. You have the strength of fighting through, also the strength of sensitivity. You are somebody that people do not expect for you to keep going and to start fresh and to reinvent yourself and transform and take the next step and to keep going to new levels, whether it's slow, whether it's a struggle or not. You keep going, you keep rising, you keep changing. And then you're an artist. You have an artist perspective. Because of course, if you're going to go to these depths, if you're going to get, into these phases of not having things, these desert spells of, let's say, artist block or pain, depression, just being in poverty, or your health, or the state of the world, whatever it is, you are going to these depths and you're letting it transform you in a way that you're alchemizing it into art. You're alchemizing it into a better vision. You're alchemizing it into your work, into your projects, into being a better person to be in a relationship with. You're alchemizing it. And yeah, you have the strength, the courage, and the artistic vision that gets you through everything. And on to the new journey, on to the next. No struggle could keep you from keeping going on the journey. Wow. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you implant seeds. You got courage and investment. Somebody planting in the dark. And the fire of being courageous. Yes. No matter what, you're still, even in the dark, you're still planting. You're still planting seeds for the future because you have this hopeful mentality. You have a vision of the future. You see growth. You see solutions. You see the revolution is you believing in a better future for yourself and for the world. And the courage to keep going to get there. Okay? What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? You got the Fool again, possibilities, and the Empress. Oh my goodness. You got the all. You find a way. No matter what, you always find a way. Okay? You got the Fool twice, all right? And people are looking at you like, oh, you're such a fool for wanting to start over, just keep going, whatever. Like, they're like, stay still. Stay stagnant. Stay on the same level that you've been on. No. Why would I go through all of this without letting it do something? Every time you learn and transform, you're like, you don't do that? Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you let the earth and the struggles of the earth change you for the better? It's going to happen either way. So let it change you for the better and keep going and learn and level up. That's you. That is you. And the fact that you're courageous enough to trust spirit, trust your intuition, trust just in the unknown, and you just keep taking steps forward, even though it's dark and scary and you have been without for so long, you still are taking steps and believing and hoping in a future where you have more and everybody has more. Yeah, it's just the hope. And the creative, artistic vibe. You got the Empress, the ultimate creator, the ultimate gardener, the ultimate nourisher. You find a way. You embrace all of it. You embrace the dark. You embrace the dry. You embrace all of it. And that's your strength. The strength of you believing in possibilities, believing in transformation, and believing on how you can nurture and grow things no matter what. You're like, okay, even if I'm in the desert, even if I started from zero, I can still grow things. I still can create. I still can keep going. What makes you revolutionary? What makes this group revolutionary? Yes! Oh my gosh. You can't make this fucking stuff up. I'm sorry. You can't make this freaking stuff up. You got the strength card again, okay? You got the strength card again. So you got the Fool twice and the strength card twice, okay? Yes, okay. Then you got the change card. And that's just what I was talking about. You're not afraid of change. You keep it going. No matter what, you're like, whatever the change is, no matter how dark and bleak, I can keep going. I can use it. I can still grow things. I can keep changing. Like, you accept the change of life. Good or bad, you accept the change and you let it change you for the better. You keep changing. People are always surprised by your change. What makes you revolutionary is that you change. You grow, you evolve, you step into the new possibilities, new opportunities. No matter the instability, no matter what you go through, you create stability out of anything. You let the old die out. You let death transform you. You let the desert, the darkness, the depths transform you. And then you let go. And keep going and keep taking new steps for new possibilities, new futures, new hope, new path. Okay? Wow. With peace and sensitivity and vulnerability still intact, it's beautiful, it's honorable, it's integrity. That is what makes you revolutionary, okay? You could also be kind of good at the way that you organize and construct your life in a big sense, or yeah, it's kind of just like the way your vision, that overall construction, the way that you can see a better future, the way that you can construct a better future. What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. Healing, light, and emotion. You don't just go through the depths and the darkness and like tough it out. You let it transform you. You alchemize it. That alchemization, that transformation, it only happens when you fully accept the darkness and the depths and the pain and all of the things that are doing that transforming. The fire that changes the thing, the chemical change that happens to you when you go through these things, that's because you fully surrender and accept and feel through what you're going through. And that is what changes into light and healing. Your emotional presence through what you're going through. How you are emotionally present as you fall, as you crumble, as you turn into ashes. So that when you phoenix, you really have learned the lessons, you really have healed, you really are brighter and lighter. That is revolutionary. And you have a lot to communicate about this, whether you're doing it or not. Your courage, your transformation, your light, your healing, your strength needs to be communicated. And this could just be automatically what makes you revolutionary is your communication, but it also is a little bit of a nudge for you to communicate this more. Okay? Because the way that you have created inner stability when it has not been anywhere around you, and that you have created light from the darkness, and you continue to step forward, being fully present in what you're going through, and then letting go of the past and keeping moving forward with hope and strength and creation and growth. Please tell people how you did this. Please talk to people. Please put your frequency out more vocally. Please create that art, create that vision. Let your vision be seen and heard and felt and all the things interacted with. Okay, whether in please just communicate it, or get it out on art, but find an outlet, some way, somehow, to express yourself, because your frequency, your truth, your growth, your healing deserves to be seen, and we need it. Okay? You are liberating yourself and liberating others. And your gratitude is felt. Okay, what makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? I was calling you a phoenix earlier. This is a phoenix of compassion and love. Yes, you are the rose phoenix. That is it. You are phoenixing with compassion and sensitivity. You are blooming, you are blossoming, you have your emotions with you as you transform. You are the rose phoenix. And it doesn't matter the death, the darkness, the emptiness. You can create, you can grow, you can bloom anything out of anything. Like, yes. What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? Okay, no matter the darkness, no matter the speed, yes, you have this playfulness, this creativity, this light within you, and this patience, this fierceness, and a potency that gets you through every time. Okay, that's what makes you so revolutionary. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes this group so revolutionary? Your commitment to yourself, your commitment to your healing, your commitment to going to those emotional depths, your commitment to the sweetness of life, the commitment to not being afraid of poison of life. It's like you have dosed yourself with venom for so long, a little bits at a time, and fully processing that poison, that you are building immunity to it. You're not afraid of the poison because you're like, that's more that I can integrate. You're like becoming immune to everything. When you have the venom and the nectar, okay, you are combining the venom and the nectar. You're combining the dark and the light. You're creating out of both. You're understanding both. You're learning both. You're processing both. You're going to the depths of each. And you're combining and integrating and creating that wholeness that I was talking about. And that is what is so revolutionary, okay? Your creativity, the way you move, the way you just keep swimming. You really do have this lightness and this sweetness, this playfulness, this compassion that kind of seals everything off, that gets you through, and is why people listen and they want to see your art. And it's just another revolutionary thing about you, is that your joy, your compassion, your peace, your sweetness, your kindness, that hasn't gone anywhere either. And that's always present because you keep your emotions present, because you keep your sensitivity, your empathy, and you are solid in yourself, but you are super sweet and compassionate. And that combination is just so beautiful. Your integration is so beautiful. Your creation and your courage, your willingness, your communication. Yeah, you are an incredible healer. The way you heal yourself through so much is such an example to so many. So please express yourself, share yourself, and communicate and help people, because they would really appreciate it, okay? All right, so that is what makes you so revolutionary, pile number 1. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Please go check out Tarot Yogi's channel, What Makes You Stand Out from the Crowd, and email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com if you want a private reading. Tip jar and everything are down below. Socials if you want to support. But I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Bye. Peace. Okay, if you chose the Beaver and the Mother, this is your reading. These are your messages. Okay, so automatically, what makes you revolutionary is how you nurture people, how you build, how you create stability, how you create how you create a home, how you create wholeness. You are very comforting. You are very nourishing. You are very safe to be around. You create safe spaces. You create a home. You create peace. You create love and nurturing and nourishment. You create community. You create connection. Yeah, you provide for a lot of people safety and sweetness and smiles and just that safety to be themselves. And your home, whether it's physical or just in your energy, you create a place where people can rest, people can heal, people can be themselves, they will get nurtured, and they will feel complete and whole, and like nothing's missing or nothing's separated. And yes, that's the revolution. Okay, I love that. You're so full of heart, green heart energy. And you're creative and just so generous on your creative. You're so creative in your generosity. Okay, what makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? This Beaver group. Yes. Oh, yes. So you are the Hierophant. You are a teacher. You are a leader. You are somebody that has ancient wisdom, natural law, order wisdom, that in truth that needs to be shared and that is like tried and true. You are a teacher to those around you. You are somebody with a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and people can really learn from you. So when you mix that mother nourishing energy with like teacher, wise, and a little bit magician, you got the wand coming up a little bit. So, and then this guy's kind of got this wand in his hand. So it's what you create, and that has to do back with the home and how you decorate and how you nourish your surroundings. And sometimes seemingly from anywhere or nowhere, you create that comfort, you create that peace and stability and safety for people. So you are creative, and especially by what you create is what makes you so revolutionary, because you are creating wholeness and community and safety and just comfort in a way that's like letting the soul breathe. Okay, and then when people are down on their luck, when people are sad, when people are grieving, when people are in a negative space mentally or even yourself, you still can get people going again. You can get yourself going again. You can restart their like motor. You can like pull them like a lawnmower and like get them revved up again. You're somebody that can inspire. You use your creativity and your knowledge and wisdom to really like activate people, and in that nourishing nesting situation of your home and your heart, you are still creating that comfort, that stability, that nourishment, so that you can kind of push them out of the nest when it's time, so they can level up and fly on their own. Like you bringing that comfort, but you're not keeping in your comfort zone. You're not keeping others in their comfort zone. You get them comfortable and at peace and rested and nourished, so that they can go out and be bigger and better and fly and have freedom and level up and heal. Okay? So you turn tears into movement. You turn stagnancy into movement. You turn sadness into inspiration. Okay? And you get things going for people again. You get their ideas going again, because that nourishing energy nourishes an openness that opens up their minds and their hearts to more solutions, more creativity, more ideas. Okay? That's what makes you so revolutionary. Wow. Yes, you're just full of ideas, especially ideas from the heart. And you're full of helping people. You're full of knowledge that helps people progress. Okay, what makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? What makes this group so revolutionary? Okay, yeah, you are a curator, you are a nurturer, you are a stability creator, you are a homemaker, okay? Yeah, it's so much heart energy, so much compassion, so much like what? It's this blue-green, nourishing, wise, heart-filled Empress energy. This is the Queen of Pentacles. And then this emotion. Oh my gosh, and I didn't even see the Star card. Are you kidding me? You're bringing hope and life and peace and inspiration to people. You nourish them and you help them find the gem, the pearl, you help people find the gem within themselves. You help people find their power, like once you nourish and kind of spit shine people, you turn that coal into a diamond and you help people see their value and their power and their heart. Okay? You give that nourishment, that cup of love, and that cup of love can inspire and transform so much. Like sometimes, that's just all we need is somebody to believe in us and care for us. And you do that. Yeah. All right. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? Yes, you raise awareness, you help people through friction, you get them initiated onto new ideas, new community, new stability, new paths. Okay, you open up their minds, you open up people's ideas, you open up their hearts, and you really open up their ideas of who they can be, of the solutions around them, and the peace and love and nurturing that really is around them at all times. And people, have a hard time seeing that. I totally understand that. But you're somebody to remind people that stability and homeness and nurturing is within them all the time. You create that community, you create oneness, you hold people's hands, you hold them into your heart, you give them space to be themselves and to feel free and safe, and you remind them that there is no separation here, that we are all connected, okay? You help people get back into the flow. You are in the flow and you help people get back into the flow. You are just a walking flow, okay? That's what makes you so revolutionary. You are meditative. You help people meditate. Okay, what makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? Wow, yes. You are a teacher. You help get people into new consciousness. You expand their ideas. You help evolve people. You help people when they're stuck and stagnant. You help teach them the new lessons that can expand them and break them out of their old ideas, old molds, old limiting beliefs. You initiate them and invite them and introduce them to new ideas, new people, new levels of their consciousness and new information. You just introduce people to new information. You're a teacher, you're a learner, you are somebody that spreads information and wisdom, okay? Learning and the Hierophant, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, and then when people are out of fuel, when they feel like they've burnt out, you are somebody that can restore and nourish people back to health and get them back into their own intrinsic motivations, what's naturally good for them, so that they live a more sustaining life based on what actually fuels them naturally. Okay? Wow. Yes, you bring that everlasting source energy, those ideas, that feeling, that realization, that awareness back into people. Okay? What makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? Yes, oh my gosh. You show people what they have inside when they're closed off, when they forget who they are, when they forget what's inside of them. You show them their gem. You show them what's inside. You show them that fuel, that passion, that inspiration that is inside of them. You spark that fire, that joy back in them. And even if it is kind of showing them a hard lesson and showing them where their pain is and like why it's there, whatever, you walk people through it. You help heal them through that inflammation or through that, like getting on the other side of a lesson. You help people turn into like from a victim to survivor mentality, that kind of thing. And then you open them up and you show them who they really are by them learning more about themselves and the universe and just learning new information that helps them expand. You spread info. You help people by just the details, the facts, the practices, the whatever. You just have information and you share it to people and it really helps them. Okay? All right. Last card. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? Yeah, you're somebody that shows people how they can be successful with what they have, how they can be resourceful, and how everything can kind of be like reused. You reintroduce sustainability into people's lives. Yeah, you bring this resourcefulness of like everything can be used, everybody can be used, everybody's connected, we can use everything can have value. And you show how to bring community and stuff together so that it can be even more useful and more productive. And you connecting people and information to use things in a more responsible way. You have that witchy wizard energy, and you're somebody that clears out the old, and you're kind of destroying any ideas of the separation. You are bringing this wholeness into people's lives, and so you're destroying any ideas that they're not whole and that they're not connected and they're not in a community. You teach people community, okay? You teach people community, and you reintroduce them to their power, new knowledge, and the value and skills and talents that they have and gifts that they have and the knowledge that they have within themselves, okay? And you help them tap into the new wisdom so that they don't think that they're stupid or that they're wrong or that they deserve punishment, deserve whatever. You nourish them and you help people believe that they deserve love. You give them new information so that they can equip themselves to be more powerful and to change forever. It's like you can't go back once you have new information that teaches you. And that's what you do. It's like you destroy the past because you give new information that people can't revert back to their ignorance once they've heard and know something. I mean, they can, but it's going to be like cognitive dissonance. So you give them that opportunity to change and be better and more connected because of new information that shows them that they are valuable and connected and they have community. Okay? Okay. I've said it enough. All right. You are so beautiful. Thank you for helping people move in integrity and keep expanding and being hopeful and everything that you build and nourish for everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for being here. Please go check out Tarot Yogi's channel and seeing what makes you stand out from the crowd. And yeah, email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com if you want a personal reading. Tip jar and socials are down below if you want to support. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you again soon, okay? I love you. Mwah. Peace. All right, if you chose the King and the Vulture card, this is your reading. These are your messages. Okay, so you are revolutionary because you don't look away. When life shows you its darkness, the blood, the guts, the fear, the pain, the torture of life, you don't look away. And it makes me want to cry because I'm just like, damn, you're strong. You look at it in its eye and you feel that darkness. And maybe because I'm just sick and twisted. No. But it doesn't matter why. You feel through that shit because you feel in your heart you can't look away. And you let that fuel you. And you see the persecution. You might even be persecuted yourself at times for the truth that you embody. But you feel through. And that's what makes you revolutionary. Is that you feel through pain and darkness. You feel the pain, you feel the blood, you feel you know history, or like you keep yourself aware. You keep yourself looking at the truth. And it's like you're not scared. You're not scared of the future, or you're not scared of what you're seeing. And that's what makes you so revolutionary. You are really mysterious. You are very powerful. And you are intense, okay? And this darkness, this pain that you endure, it might make you angry. It might make you cold and stiff or whatever to some people because you're dealing with a lot. But that's because ultimately you have a core of compassion that is fueling you to realize that avoiding the poison of life doesn't help us heal it. And you're somebody that dives into that poison because you know it's better to deal with it than letting it affect people, when they're unaware. And yeah. I'm going to keep going, but dang, it's a very intense, integrity is not even just the word. It's like you would be a martyr, but you don't let yourself die. You just keep going. Whew. Oh, and then the Tower card's the only card flipped over. Okay. Yeah. So it's like you look into the eye of the storm. You're somebody that looks into the eye of the storm. You're somebody that watches the tower fall. You're somebody that doesn't look away. Because you create with that pain, you create with that truth, you create with that darkness. And you rather create with the darkness and sit in the darkness than be in a false light. And that shines super bright. That's what makes you revolutionary. Is that because you go so dark, you shine so bright. Because you refuse to get little baby doses of the darkness, palpable sized bites of the darkness. You rather see it all. It makes me want to cry. You rather see everything. You rather get into the grit, the dirtiness. You rather be in a lot of pain and have it over sooner than be in a tiny little bit of pain for forever, You walk away, you keep going when you know something is better and that the future is going to be created differently. Or that's why you're going through all this. You keep creating or keep moving on to create a future that is different. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes this group so revolutionary? Okay. Yeah, the death card. Yeah. You look death in the eye. You look destruction in the eye. And of course, you might wear that darkness more and show it and share it because you're around it and you're seeing it and you're consuming it. And so for that, I'm sorry to you and those around you maybe sometimes. But you're honest and you're actually processing the darkness of the planet presently. So many people just sweep stuff under the rug. It's very Scorpio energy. It's very much like bringing the poison of every situation to the surface constantly, which might get annoying to some people. But you rather do that because that releases the poison. It brings light to the darkness, than just have this hidden underlying poison that you can feel, that you can see, that you know is there. You rather bring it up than fake it, act like it's not there, don't address it like most people do. You're not like that. You're not going to just not address something because it's more pleasant or like it keeps this like politeness, or it keeps it easy, it keeps it palpable, it keeps it, people can digest it easier if you're, not as, abrasive with it. It's like the people in Harry Potter that don't want to say Voldemort's name. It's the people that are like, oh, he who must not be named. And you're like, who, Voldemort? And they're like, don't say it. And you're like, why? Why? It gives it more power. Fear of the name creates fear of the thing. So you're like, why would I do that? Why would I give power to anything by giving it my fear? I rather walk in pain than avoid fear because avoid fear and be unconscious. You rather be conscious and in pain than unconscious and in denial. You bear a lot of burden because of this, though. You've gone through a lot of battles, and you have a lot of scars and wounds and stuff from what you've been through and what you've processed through. You sit and delegate. You sit and contemplate these things. You sit in your sadness, you sit in the depression, you sit in the pain, and you process it. And other people don't. Other people go on vacation. Other people give themselves a break and they let themselves just be happy for long periods of time and just stay in their bubble or whatever. No, you're gonna stay connected to the pain of the world. And not just, it's a little, maybe it's sometimes masochistic or whatever, but you rather do that than be fake. You rather sit in the darkness. You rather contemplate. This is all about being kind of burdened and contemplating battles and reflecting in darkness. And I think so many people talk about shadow work and integration. Or so many people don't even know about shadow work and integration. Either one. But so many people just stay in the love and light. So many people just try to stay positive, stay happy. And I 100% get that, right? Like, I'm not judging. I'm sure I do that. But true integration, true shadow work is bringing the light to the dark. And to do that, you have to go into the dark. You have to dive into it. You have to get lost into it. You have to accept it. You have to embrace it. And you have to choose to not shut it off and shut yourself off. And that's what you do. You do real integration. You do real healing. Which is real wholeness. And you're going way faster because you're actually bearing it all the time. So please give yourself a break. But I know that that's just you. And that's what makes you so revolutionary. Is that you're somebody that truly accepts and processes the darkness. And you're not just gonna be nice and pleasant because that's easier to take. You're gonna wear the darkness and the pain of the world and yourself on your shoulders and show everybody like it's your new coat, because you're not gonna be another person who hides it. You're not gonna be another person that is just faking it until they make it. That's not the way you roll. I'm getting that you are very, very sexy because of this. Okay. This darkness, mysterious Scorpio energy, bad boy, bad girl vibes. Okay. Because you're constantly in poet, artist, dark mode. All right, I get it. You're a little extreme. Okay, making it real sexy. All right. That's revolutionary, your sex. Okay. Okay. What makes you revolutionary? What makes this group revolutionary? Makes this group revolutionary. You know that there's not true peace until you do this process, until you really think about and process the darkness. You know that. And you know that you can't really truly let things go until you process them. You know that. That's what makes you revolutionary, is that you know there's no justice without peace. There's no peace without justice. Okay? You know that you have to use the dark to create. And that, yes, it would be amazing if we could all just create out of love and joy and peace and that be it. But the world that we live in right now is very, very dark. And we need to feel that, and we need to use that for our art and creation. And that's what you do. You turn that darkness into light. You're not just bearing all of this. You're not just processing all of this just because you love to be sad and mad and angry. No. But you are willing and brave enough to do it. You're strong enough to bear it. And you're too authentic not to. That is true phoenixing. That is true evolution. This bird is on fire, burning, turning to ashes constantly. Because of acceptance of the truth, acceptance of the darkness that's really happening, because you don't look away. Because you know that you can't transform things unless you know the truth and that you accept in all of it. That's how you transform. That is what makes you revolutionary. You are a creator. You are the phoenix. And you're creating true harmony because you're going to the depths. It's like none of us can be free until the lowest, most oppressed people are free. When the lowest, when the people that have it the worst, when they are free, then we're all free. And you know that. And that's your philosophy for everything in life, for how you go approach your interactions. What makes you so revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? What makes you revolutionary? What makes this group revolutionary? Yeah. You're somebody that takes the mask off. You take the mask off of happiness and joy and funny, haha. You take that mask off and you show people the dark and the angry and the chaos that should be normal, basically. It should be normal that we're all angry and sad and losing our minds and coping and, chaotic and aggressive and stuff. It would make sense because of what's happening in the world. To be well adjusted to a sick society is not that is not health. That isn't healthy. Right? You are a true reflection of what's happening. You are a true reflection of what's happening. And you are honest and authentic, and you're not trying to be palpable, whatever, for everybody. You take the mask off. You show the darkness. And you make it where that's more acceptable. Now other people and more energies can be true and authentic and show the darkness so that we can heal it. And that's the thing, is that people think that when you take off the mask or when you get into this darkness or this sadness or this anger, whatever, they just want to stop it. They just want to extinguish the fire because it's too scary. It's too chaotic. The riots, it's the chaos. But if we would accept the chaos, if we would accept, the violence that's happening, the riots that are happening because of justice, because your anger, our anger as people is sacred and righteous, then we can actually see what's happening and make it better so that that actually dissipates. But if we keep ignoring the situation, ignoring the symptoms, ignoring the pain and suffering, then there's just going to be more riots. Or everybody's going to be faking it, and no, it's not going to be any real peace, not any real freedom. So you are a true reflection. You are a breath of fresh air, and you are evolution, because you inwardly evolve, because you help others inwardly evolve, because you get them to accept their darkness, accept the darkness of the world, and reflect, and not be afraid of the sadness, the anger, the aggression, or whatever, because we cannot heal it. We cannot get past it if it is not allowed to be expressed in our society. And if it's not allowed to be expressed in the society, then we never question why it's there. So you allow it to be expressed, and you get people thinking, you introduce people, you debate, whatever, you get the riled up because you want to get to the truth. And you want to create based on that truth, because that will be real peace when we are accepted and loved and fully expressed, without our masks, without the happy filter that we all put on to seem normal. You are doing true integration. You are doing true healing. And it is extremely revolutionary. Okay? Wow. And because of this, you got leader energy. Okay? What makes you revolutionary? The shark and the worm. I love this, okay? You are a beast that keeps going, that is not afraid of the cold, not afraid of the depths, not afraid of the dark. You are intense, you are aggressive, all that. Because you are also sensitive and sweet and creative. You are artistic. You are a creative. And I love the earthworm, because the earthworm goes into the darkness and it eats the dirt, and it creates pathways of oxygen and creates nourishment and creates where air and life can be made from the soil. And that's what you do. You keep going in the darkness. You're intense. You're a beast. But that's because you're a sensitive soul, turning the dark into light, turning the dark into creation, turning the dark into things that can be used to plant beautiful seeds of growth. You're so aggressive and passionate, and you've got this incredible masculine energy, incredible masculine leadership energy. Because ultimately, it's about peace and creation and being a true reflection of transformation, real transformation. What makes you revolutionary? What makes you so revolutionary? You are creating real stability, sustainability, real wealth based on truth, not fake salesy stuff, okay? You also bring that comic relief, and I guarantee it's because you go so dark, because you go so deep, so dark, and so death, like whatever. I bet you're freaking hilarious, because tragedy is comedy, and comedy is tragedy, just with a twist, okay? And when you go so dark and you accept so much and you have so much truth in your mind, I bet you're hilarious. And I bet that humor is nice and dark and funny, and that's the way you bring the darkness to the light a lot of times, I'm sure, is that you bringing humor to the tragedy. You are a gem. You help people see the gem in accepting the darkness. It'd be about being surrounded in darkness and finding the truth, finding the light in that. You help people see the truth of the situation. You kind of burst their bubble of what they thought peace was, because you show them, oh, we're going to have to go through a lot more chaos before we get to the peace, okay? We have to accept all this darkness. We have to be willing to open our eyes to look. That's the other part, right? Like, you're like piercing the veil. You're helping people see the truth and waking them up. And it is going to be scary. It is going to be kind of dangerous, maybe. It is going to be intense. It is going to be hard to deal with, seeing more suffering and pain. But that's the only way we get through it to make it better, is by opening our eyes, opening our awareness, accepting, and then at least having a little bit of sense of humor, seeing the value, reflecting, at least being happy in the sustainability. I mean, it is tough to deal with all that pain and darkness. So I'm sure people want to know how you do it. But I'm guessing that you just turn to art, turn to creative, turn to music, turn to learning. But yeah, it's that death and rebirth, that intense death and rebirth, and that intense self-reflection and self-awareness that you kind of demand from people with your energy. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. You are a revolutionary. You are revolutionary. You are revolutionary. Okay. It is clear through and through. You are a deep shadow worker, which in turn is just a light worker, because you're actually just doing light work in the most intense, hardest places to do light work. And you're doing the most effective light work because you're bringing it to the darkest poison. You are so strong. Thank you for keeping going. Thank you for doing what you do. Yeah, it's intense and impressive. All right. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this time and energy with me. I love you so, so much, so deeply. I appreciate what you do so, so much. I feel better knowing that you are out there and that we are connected and we are connecting. Yeah. So thank you. Please go check out Tarot Yogi's video of what makes you stand out from the crowd. And yeah, email me at KellynLoveTarot@gmail.com if you want a personal reading, and my socials and tip jar down below if you want to support or follow. I love you so much. Thank you for being here once again. Really, really deeply, deeply. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And I will see you again soon. Okay. I love you. Peace.